All right, you maggots, listen up. What you're looking at is the inside of the discriminator can. And it's the discriminator for the FM. Now, there are capacitors in there that are listed on the schematic, but they're not in the parts list. That means that this unit is made to be replaced, not repaired. Now, those capacitors in there, I know the values. You have to ring it out in order to figure out which one's which. And when I say ring it out, I mean use the ohm meter and follow the wires around and get an idea and sketch it out on a piece of paper. But those capacitors are not mica. They're paper. They're the worst. They're the worst of the worst. So you can guarantee every one of them is leaky, and this module will not work. But doesn't it look like something your dog chewed up and then threw up? That's how bad it looks. Someone, yes, has sprayed it. Inside the aluminum can, there's a shield of copper that's stuck to the wall. I don't know how they did it, but they're over on the other side of this coil, over in here, is a braided copper wire, and I'm pretty sure that's soldered to the shield that they placed. And I think the shield's supposed to be moved, but somebody has sprayed into this can. See, they used the magic spray, and that makes my life even harder. But today's goal was to get that can off, that module, and to look in there and see what kind of capacitors in there. Now, that first capacitor on the right hand side on the top, that actually has a breakaway piece of metal from the unit that holds it. It's got a clamp built into the system. So in other words, they put that cap in position and they squeeze with a pair of pliers this little tang, and it comes down and holds the capacitor while they solder the wires. So you have to undo that tang. You have to get in between the capacitor and the tang and pry it open. So yeah, I won't say it's a full day's work, but I hit it in stages. First, I get it open. I had to use some heat. And like I said, this braided piece of copper goes over to a piece of very thin copper shield that's on the inside of that aluminum can. And that shields it electronically or for RF. Even though it's in an aluminum can, they must have had some kind of problem. So then they had to add a copper shield. See, this is the stuff Hallicrafters did on this thing. This thing is a bunch of half-baked designs. And in later years, like I tell you, my favorite radio is a National, and they went on to make the better radio. Hallicrafters, they made the outside of the radio look good. So it was like Nationals to Chevy and Hallicrafters to Ford. Now, growing up, I always had Chevys, and I always repaired them myself. And my friends had Fords, and we used to call them fix or repair dailies. They were junk, and they rotted out much quicker than Chevys, but later on they all were junk. But in other words, the Hallicrafters, they try to put features in there. They run special articles, and this unit has like really good audio. It's got a push-pull output, but that has nothing to do with the reception. But you'll see people when they talk, it's got really good audio. No transistor radio has ever had audio that good. Well, audio's nice. It's good. You know, you turn this on the FM band, and you got a nice radio. But when you go to the ham bands, you really don't need a high fidelity. You're going to go narrow, and the audio is going to get real crappy, or you're going to go to CW. So they tried to make everybody happy with this unit. Now, I believe this unit was $299 when it came out. It wasn't cheap. But while they were shipping them, they were still working on them. Sort of like Windows. You know, you get an early version of Windows and it don't work right. And then all your friends are going, oh, Windows is really good. You just got to keep updating it. Yeah, you got to keep updating it. And then after you update it, you got to spend a part of your day figuring out how to redo the settings and everything. And that's what this radio is. It's a pain in the ass. Well, was it PITA? PITA? Pain in the ass? Yeah, that's what this radio is. I think that's it. All right, that's it.